Good afternoon. Audience, please rise for the arrival of the official party. Please be seated. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, and welcome to today's promotion ceremony of Lieutenant Commander Shetland of the Uniformed Services Facility Dog Program. Thank you all for being here today. My name is Colonel Catherine Kimball Ayers. I'm the Commandant for the School of Medicine, a dog handler for Shetland, and your Master of Ceremonies today. Nobody told me 26 years ago when I started here as a medical student that one of my titles would be dog handler and another would be the MC for a facility dog promotion. It just goes to show you that you never know where the military will take you. We've gotten some questions about Shetland, how Shetland has made rank so quickly since he first pinned on Lieutenant Commander 2 years ago. And we're going to point out that in dog years, it's been 14 years. So he's actually a little behind the curve. At this time, we're going to start the ceremony by inviting Colonel Williams, our Associate Dean for Student Affairs, to share some perspective on Shetland's impact at USU. Colonel Williams.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thanks to our distinguished guests for making an appearance here today. I would say it almost goes without saying that there's been such a tremendous impact that Shetland has. And I think everyone here is very well aware as a community as a whole of what that impact has been like. When we, and really by we, I should say, when Dr. Bell pursued starting this facility dog program, we anticipated that it would be successful. But I don't think either of us really anticipated how very successful this program would be. And in particular, how incredibly awesome Lieutenant Commander Shetland would be in all of this. He has indeed forged the way at USU for a facility dog program, and being our first dog within this program, he has really set the standard very high. He has consistently demonstrated the value that a well-trained animal can bring to an institution and the potential of a facility dog program at an organization like ours. The first ever full-time facility dog at any medical school in the nation, Shetland serves in a role that gives us an opportunity to educate others about the role and the value and the standards of service animals and the importance of animal assistant programs. Now, it has been 2 years or 14, depending on what we're going to count, but as an officer, we do have expectations for them to achieve in order for them to be considered for their next rank. So I think it's an important time for us to think about what all has Shetland done to accrue items for his CV in these last couple of years. So Shetland has partnered with the Center for Neuroscience and Regenerative Medicine to develop a series of education videos on the ways dogs can provide support to individuals with anxiety and PTSD. He has served as the model for the military working dog exam instructional video. Throughout the distance learning period, Shetland found many ways to support all our students from afar. He sent notes to students that he would sign with his actual paw print, held weekly office hours, including special events like painting with Shetland, and joined in class meetings and all sorts of things via Zoom. Shetland regularly sends to our community inspirational and celebratory messages, and he kindly invites his friends from the Red Cross Pet Visitation Program and other facility dog programs to come to USU and support our community. He's been featured in 2 Pulse articles, and I think this one's the most impressive. His reach really does go beyond USU. He has over 2,500 followers on Instagram, so Shetland the Wellness Pup for all of you who aren't on there already. And our program has been contacted by 3 other federal entities to learn about how we operate to figure out how they can really be as awesome as our program is here. And in fact, big news, he's been recently invited to the Australian Embassy, that'll be coming up next week, to show support for his mateship between our 2 militaries. And so he'll be representing us well there next week. And then there is this ability that he has of concealment and disguise, since he has succeeded in disappearing under the watchful eye of at least 2 06s in this room. And I'm one of those too. But honestly, what I would say is really most important is the impact of the experience that Shetland has had on our community and specifically on our students. There's a reason he's in the Office for Student Affairs and our program started here. And it really is all about supporting many of you here in this room who hold that title of Student One, which we all have held at one point in our careers. And so I thought it would be really fitting to ask some of our students to share some words about this fine officer. And so I want to provide some quotes for you first, and then I have a closing letter to Shetland written by one contributor. One student said, "He serves as a focal point for the community. He makes every event that he attends fun. He has helped to make my transition to medical school so much fun. He's like sunshine whenever he walks in the room." Another student said, even when experiments and classes are at their most stressful, a visit from Shetland can instantly put a smile on your face and make your day a little bit brighter. He also gives the best hugs. Fun fact, Shetland's ears are the softest substance in existence. And one of our student handlers recently wrote the following: "I just started training Shetland and I'm genuinely surprised by everything he is capable of. It's amazing to see the effect he can have on the people he serves to help. Many of the people at USU, including students and faculty and adjunct staff, are away from home, miss their families, friends, and pets. We face stressful lifestyles as military medical students and have high expectations for ourselves, which can at times be overwhelming. Visiting with Shetland, and for me specifically, asking him for a hug while I sit on the floor can help reduce stress and anxiety. He is loved by this community and truly deserves this promotion to commander, and I can't wait to see what he does next." So Shetland, we often talk to our officers on this really important day in your career. We're supposed to be having eye contact here, Shetland. He's not working with me. I do want to close with a letter to you written by one of your adoring fans. "The way you rest your head on our shoulder when we have a rough day, the half sleepy face as you tug on your octopus toy while wearing your uniform, that drool dripping out of the corner of your smile after we have given you some kibble treats. Shetland, you brighten everyone's day when we see you, especially mine. When you chase your orange-blue football in the yard, getting your paws muddy in the wet soil, you remind me that we don't always need to look pristine. You're a military officer, but you're also a pup, and that is inherently who you are. And like you, we all have traits ingrained in us. We make mistakes. We don't always need to be perfect, and that is okay. When I see you, Shetland, you remind me of myself, a multifaceted being. Thank you, Shetland, for everything." So thank you, Shetland, and allowing us to celebrate with you on this promotion to your next rank. Thank you.
Thank you, Colonel Williams. And yes, I'm the other colonel he has escaped from, just to be clear. Colonel Donahue, Lieutenant Commander Shetland, and Dr. Bell, please come stand in front of the flags. He has to do a little greeting. Sorry, it's hard when your friends are here. Like, you just have to say hi.
Two tidbits before I continue. He usually ends up in my office when he escapes from those two. He knows exactly where the treats are at my desk. And second, I declined a meeting with the president of the university so that I could administer.
Just to point out just how important he is to all of us. All right. We're good. It's all good. I know. Shetland sometimes stays with my family and he happens to see them in the front, so also his friends, and he is excited about this. All right, here we go. Honored guests, please rise for the reading of the promotion orders. Attention to orders. The United States Navy Medical Corps has placed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, integrity, and abilities of Uniformed Services University Facility Dog, Lieutenant Commander Shetland. In view of these special qualities and his demonstrated potential to serve in a higher grade, he is promoted to the grade of Commander, effective this 18th day of August, 2021. Lieutenant Hawaz and Lieutenant Sheridan, please come forward to pin the new rank on Shetland. You want to go? All right. We'll see if we can keep this, right? Colonel Donahue will now administer the oath. Oh.
I, Smiley President, having been appointed a commander in the United States Navy, do solemnly swear that I will support and comfort all who are weary, studious, and stressed against all unhappy feelings, foreign and domestic. That I will bear unconditional love and allegiance to the same. That I take this obligation freely, without any promise of treats or belly rubs after the promotion. And I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of love, caring, and comfort to all. So help me God.
Okay, now's the hard part. Now the newly promoted Commander Shetland will render a salute to his commanding officer, Colonel Donahue.
Salute.
Shetland has a lot of favorites, just FYI. All right. At this time, we would like to invite Colonel Whiteman forward for a special presentation. Yes, I'm sorry. Please be seated. I apologize. Thank you. Missed that on there. Yeah, go ahead. Sit down.
In recognition of Commander Shetland's outstanding contribution to personal leadership and facilitating our murder development as military officers, he's done a number of things. He's been here pretty much for all of COVID and started off with showing people how to wear masks. How to wear masks. Out there at Bushmaster, reading people. So out of all those things, Department of Military Emergency Medicine, the principal instructor of the department. So I want to thank him for his commitment to USU, to helping everybody learn and grow as physicians, nurses, everyone in, as officers and as leaders. So welcome to the Department of Military
Awesome. Congratulations. So last but not least, I would like to just honor the students and staff that have worked to, Camilla, you can come stand with me if you want, that have worked to handle Shetland. So if you have been trained to handle Shetland, could you please stand up if you're here today? I know Ms. Tandok's here. I know, yeah, there's Lainey. Anybody else? We have a few other students. And so please know that this is not something simple that you take on. Like, it is a commitment, and we are really grateful for those folks. But in particular, Dr. Bell, if you'll come forward, please. She doesn't know this part, you guys. We would really like to say thank you to Dr. Bell. If you aren't part of this program, you don't know how much work. It's really fun to have Shetland here, but it is a lot of work. So So this concludes the official portion of our ceremony. All are welcome to come forward to treat and congratulate Commander Shetland. We have treats for you. We will like to say, can we get the Navy students and folks in their whites first and get a group picture with them? And then everybody else is welcome to come take pictures. Thank you so much for being here today.